Hey everyone, welcome back to my NFL prediction channel. This is Jay here. To recap week 14, I got 10 out of 14 predictions correct. Now let's jump on to week 15. We got all 16 teams playing this week. But this is a major playoff indication week. So keep your eyes open. And keep your eyes open for some sleeping teams. Number 1, Kansas City at Los Angeles Chargers. And I'm picking the Chargers winning in overtime, 33-27. Los Angeles Chargers Justin Herbert has shown some promise of flashes, and perhaps they could be a major playoff team as a wild card, or perhaps as a division winner. However, Kansas City has been a defensive turnaround, allowing fewer than 20 points for the past 5 or 6 games. But Los Angeles beat Kansas City several weeks ago, and I have faith that they will beat Kansas City again and sweep them. So you can never sleep in Los Angeles because they are up to something. Number 2, Las Vegas at Cleveland, and I am picking the Browns winning 28-20. Okay, Las Vegas, they've just been very bad on defense, and they've been very inconsistent. The Browns have been inconsistent sometimes, but it's mainly due to injury sometimes. Mayfield's hurt, Chubb's hurt, Hunt's hurt, but they have somehow been keeping their record above 500. In Cleveland, they have a great rushing attack, so I expect them to utilize that against a poor Vegas defense. Number 3, New England at Indianapolis, and I am picking the Patriots winning 33-29. You saw what the Patriots did when they were 2-4. They won 7 straight. They won their 8th straight. You can never count out Bill Belichick and his do-your-job kind of thing. Now, New England's a team to watch out for. They're already the number 1 seed in the AFC, so don't sleep on them. But Indianapolis should put up a decent amount of points and have a comeback, but they'll fail. Number 4, Dallas at New York Giants, and I am picking the Cowboys winning 32-18. New York has had abysmal and poor production on offense, and nothing more can be said about Dallas. How good they've been on defense this year, despite Dak Prescott not living up to his expectation after his calf injury. So, I expect Dallas to dominate both sides of the ball, and they'll get the win. Number 5, Tennessee at Pittsburgh, and I am picking the Titans winning 20-18. Okay, Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers have been so much of an embarrassment this season. Just losing games. Maybe by a possession or two, but they've just been embarrassing. Tennessee, on the other hand, I'm surprised at how they've been able to win games despite no Derrick Henry since 6-2, and they're 9-4. But I expect Tennessee to get this one because they've been playing phenomenally on defense as well. And Ryan Tannehill has kind of lived up to his expectations, but not from what I expected him to. But nonetheless, Tennessee will get the win, and it'll be mostly on defense. Number 6, Houston at Jacksonville, and I am picking the Jaguars winning 16-14. With Urban Meyer now fired for the Jacksonville Jaguars, it's up to Darrell Bevell to see what he can do. But I recall when he was the interim coach at Detroit, he won his first game, starting 1-0. I expect him to do the same thing in Jacksonville. Number 7, New York Jets at Miami, and I am picking the Dolphins winning 24-10. Nothing more can be said about Miami. They've won 5 straight in a row, and I expect them to win their 6th straight against an easy team. So, New York, you're going to suffer on defense. Number 8, Washington at Philadelphia, and I am picking the Eagles winning 30-19. Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders, and the rest of the running back corps have been productive, actually. And not to mention, Hurts and Devonta Smith and Dallas Goedert, they've been doing well too. And a little bit all goes to the defense. But I can expect them to destroy Washington by more than a possession. Number 9, Arizona at Detroit, and I am picking the Cardinals winning 36-9. Okay, despite DeAndre Hopkins out with a knee injury, I expect the Cardinals to just dominate the ball both sides. Nothing more can be said, but Detroit's just not been good. Arizona, on the other hand, they've been good. 10 wins. Get an 11th. And win the game, Arizona. Number 10, Carolina at Buffalo. And I am picking the Bills winning 30-17. Alright, to much of the Panthers fans, it's kind of been a disappointing season. After starting 3-0, you go 2-8, and now you're 5-8. So, really, Carolina hasn't lived up to its expectations, but Buffalo has been playing some tough opponents. But I think Buffalo can secure this one out with a victory. Nothing more can be said. Number 11, Seattle at Los Angeles Rams. And I am picking the Rams winning 29-19. Alright, Seattle, you've got tough opponents ahead. Los Angeles has played good, a little bit on offense, but it's mostly the defense's effort. So I expect Los Angeles to dominate the ball mostly on defense, giving their offense good field position. So, nothing more can be said. Like, for always, Los Angeles will dominate. Number 12, Cincinnati at Denver. And I am picking the Bengals winning in overtime, 33-30. Okay, both teams are 7-6, but both teams have actually been inconsistent. So I expect this to be a high-scoring game, especially on Cincinnati's side, offensively. Denver, maybe they'll have a few takeaways, give its offense good field position, and score some points. But I expect this to be a high-scoring game between two inconsistent teams. Number 13, Atlanta at San Francisco. And I am picking the 49ers winning 27-23. Okay, the 49ers have shown some promise of making the playoffs as the number 3 in the NFC West. But we will have to see about this one because Atlanta, they're 6-7. They look like a contender in the hunt, but San Francisco should dominate this win. And Deebo Samuel has been doing a pretty good job, and so the defense has stepped up, and Jimmy Garoppolo is just playing the way he's been playing. So I expect San Francisco to take home this win. Number 14, Green Bay at Baltimore. And I am picking the Ravens winning in overtime, 30-24. Now, it's kind of scary, indeed. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens against Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers. Well, they're both MVPs, but it's in Baltimore, and I expect Baltimore to close this one out in a really hard-fought win. Green Bay, they have been here and they're just crushing their opponents dead, except for that Vikings one. But it's going to be a really interesting one. But Baltimore's going to use their legs to win the game. Number 15, New Orleans at Tampa Bay. And I am picking the Buccaneers winning 35-21. Alright, Tom Brady, he's the GOAT. He knows how to win games. But for the Saints, unfortunately, while they beat both the number 1 seeds in the AFC and the NFC, they just haven't lived up to their expectations since Jameis Winston tore his ACL. Lost 5 straight. You start 5-2, now you're 5-7. But you win, you do 6-7, but it's not the Saints here. They've lost a lot. Number 16, Minnesota at Chicago. And I am picking the Vikings winning 28-18. Alright, Chicago, they've been so much of an embarrassment. They need to fire Matt Nagy. Minnesota, sometimes inconsistent, but maybe they'll close this one out. Minnesota does have a great offensive background, so they'll utilize that. But I think the Vikings defense could stop them in the end zone. But Bears defense, maybe the Bears will score all their points on defense perhaps, but who knows? Maybe the Bears will give all what they got, but the Vikings, they're taking this one home. And perhaps this will get Matt Nagy fired. Alright, well that's it for Week 15. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And looking forward to hearing from you, and I'll be back for Week 16. Thank you.